Greetings, YouTube Nation. This is Ian from Mastic Shortline. This video is going to cover my servicing of a locomotive that I've had in my collection since the days of my youth. This was from back in the day when I didn't know any better about taking care of locomotives, and I would just run it and then just put it away, not even think about taking proper care of the locomotives and the rolling stock that they pulled. This is an Athearn SD45 in Pennsylvania Railroad livery. I've had this locomotive since Ronald Reagan's first term in office as U.S. President. Now, by telling you that, it'll mean how old or how long I've had this locomotive, but I'm not giving away my age. It's now that I've become a little more adept at taking care of locomotives, especially Athearns, I thought it best to put servicing newly acquired locomotives on hold and take care of what I've had in my collection for the longest time. I can already see that the front truck cover is cracked. Maybe you can see it, maybe you can't. This is a brand new camera that I'm road testing. I am controlling it with my computer mouse. I am going to have to get a Bluetooth mouse, so that's on my to-do list. I can also see that the front coupler, the coupler on the cab end, is damaged. It's dusty. It's also missing the stanchions on both sides. And on the front, the stanchions are long gone. And I have no one to blame but myself. I can also see that the horn is missing from the top of the cab. Fortunately, I have spare parts. I am now going to put this on the test track to see how well it runs. I don't recall if the headlight worked the last time I took this out of the box. So if I need to, I'll replace the light bulb. So let's get this old girl onto the track, onto my test track. That's good. I'm going to pause recording on this camera and go to another camera, because if I try to run the locomotive, it's going to get in the way of the mouse cord. So give me a second to get the other camera ready. Right, so I'm on the other camera and going to switch on the power. Got it in the forward direction, got it on full instead of pulse, and I apply some power and shed some light on the girl. I think when I bought this locomotive, it was Burlington route, and I wasn't happy with Burlington route, so I wanted to get another shell. I got a Seaboard shell, and I wasn't too happy with that one, so I got Pennsylvania. So let's give her some power. That's forward. Now reverse. Well, for a locomotive of a certain age, or Athearn locomotive of a certain age, it's not too shabby. And my personal opinion of Athearns is that they are the Timex watch of HO scale locomotives. You could abuse them, and if you service them, they will run. They'll probably outlast all of us after they drop the bomb. Well, let's go forward again. Does the light work? Let's see. All right. I'm not seeing it with the shell on, so let's try it again with the shell off. Now, to take the shell off, you have two nubs on each side of the locomotive, here and here, and in its corresponding side, here and here. So we're going to take a handy dandy slotted screwdriver, and right over by the fuel tank, we're just going to reach in and pop this girl open here, and then over here, we don't want to get the screwdriver over here because we don't want to risk damaging this part of the shell. So we want to reach in over here, and like so. I'm going to put the shell in here. I'm going to take the coupler covers and the couplers off. So that they're in safekeeping, and then when it's time to put everything back on, we can address if we want to mount Katie's or not. Katie's are not cheap. Neither is shipping. So before I put it back on the track, I'm already appalled at myself for not taking proper care. The clip that goes from each gear tower is nasty. Look at that. Holy Roman Empire. Look at all that rust. We're going to put it into where we put the shell. The top motor clip And most assuredly, the bottom motor clip must be heavily oxidized. The gear towers are also very oxidized, if not rusty. We've got our work cut out for us. As is the light, as is the mounting bracket for the light, and where the light gets its, and where the light is mounted into. We can also see that that the flywheel is also very heavily, that the commutator rather is also very heavily oxidized. Shame on me for not taking proper care. But before we begin the servicing, we're going to see if I can get this thing there we are. We're going to see if the light works. Hold on, I'm going to switch to the other camera. Right, so here we are in the other camera. I've got the transformer in the forward direction. Power is on, and let's see if we can get any enlightenment. And we have nothing. Right, so I'm a bit of a numbskull. Why would I have taken off the clip before checking to see if the light works? This is what happens on when we're all human. So let's see if the light works. And already I could see that the light is not working. We'll fix that too.